What's up guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to HUT this year in NHL 19, this video is for you. I'm going to be filling you guys in on everything that you need to know to get yourself started in HUT for NHL 19 this year. Let's go. The first thing that you'll be prompted to do once you load up HUT is to name your team and specify your team abbreviation. Now the team name is what your opponent sees when they match up against you in an online game, what they see on the auction house as the seller, and on the leaderboards. The team abbreviation is the 2 or 3 letters that represents your team on the scoreboard during games. So once you specified those and they're unique and good to go, you're okay to open your starter pack. Now your starter pack contains 25 players, 2 jerseys, 1 logo, and 1 arena, all of which are untradeable. This means that they can only be used by you and can't be sold or traded to another player on the auction house. Most of the contents of your starter pack are random, but there are also a few items that you do have control over. The jerseys, logo, arena, and the 2 gold common players that you receive from your starter pack are based on the favorite team that you set when you first loaded the game. The 2 gold common players are random, but they're on your favorite team and they have an overall rating of 79 or lower. So once you've cracked that open and seen what you've got, it's time to head into the HUT tutorial. The HUT tutorial is mandatory for all players and is a pretty useful introduction to HUT and its new features this year. If you're completely new to HUT, I'd suggest you actually follow along and pay attention to the tutorial because it actually has some pretty good information in there. One useful tip is that when you get to the section with the HUT challenge, you don't actually need to win the game versus the Golden Knights. The requirement is only that you complete the game, so you can literally start the game and leave the room. You can make a snack and then collect your free 90 overall Marcus Naslund and 81 overall Joe Thornton loan players when it's done. I'd suggest pausing the video now and going through the HUT tutorial, and then we'll pick things up and you can resume the video when you're done. So jumping ahead and assuming that you've completed the HUT tutorial now, you should be prompted to open a free pack, which you're able to open once every 8 hours. These free packs will always contain 3 untradeable items. Those items will be a mix of a consumable card, which means either a contract or a healing card, a small amount of coins, which, at the bare minimum will be 100, and a random player. Keep in mind that these free packs are granted every 8 hours since the last free pack you opened. You can see when the next one is available from the timer in the top right corner of the main menu. So make sure you log into HUT as often as possible to get as much free items and coins as you can. Now once you're done claiming your first free pack, head over to the marketplace and check your unopened packs folder. You should have been granted a consumables pack and a Lone Legend choice pack for completing the HUT tutorial. The Lone Legend pack gives you 4 random Lone Legends between 88 and 90 overall. My advice is to always keep Lone players in your collection after their loan expires, because EA may release sets in the future that could allow you to trade in those expired Lone players. The consumables pack contains a mix of untradeable contracts and healing items. So open both of these packs and then head over to your item inbox. If you check your item inbox, there should be an untradeable HUT Tips collectible sitting there. I want you to send it to your collection and then head over to the sets menu. Navigate to the Tips sets and open it up. Select the Tips starter set, search for the Tips collectible that you just sent your collection and add it to the set. Once the set is completed, head back to your unopened packs and open the Tips Collectibles pack. Now this pack will grant you 15 different untradeable collectibles that contain information about various HUT features. Feel free to read through them, especially if you're a new player, and then send them all to your collection when you're done. Head back to the Sets menu, go to the Tip Sets, and select that one tip set. Add those 15 collectibles from your collection to the set. The fastest way to add items to a set is to press X so you can select multiple items at a time instead of backing in and out of the menu setting items to a set one at a time. So you can do this by pressing X on Xbox or square on PS4. Once you've completed the set, go back to your unopened packs folder and you'll see a Tips reward pack. This pack contains a mix of players and consumables. The items from this pack are all tradable, so you can sell them on the auction house if you want, but I suggest you send them to your collection. So there it is. You completed your first 2 sets in HUT 19. Now head over to the Objectives and Milestones menu and redeem your 200 coin reward. Now I won't go over the details of these rewards in this video. Instead, I've left a link to a blog post on the EA website in the description below. It explains exactly what you get for the different pre-order offers, so make sure that you're granted exactly what you should be getting based on the pre-order option you paid for. If you pre-ordered either the Ultimate or Legend Edition and need help deciding which players you should choose for your Cover Athlete Choice Pack, your Legend Choice Pack, and your hut rookie cards, check out this video from my buddy Brian Storm. He breaks down all of the pre-order player stats and gives his opinions on which ones he thinks are the best. The link to his video is in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Also, depending on which version you pre-ordered, either the Ultimate or the Legends Edition, you will also find your first set of pre-order packs. These will just be basic gold packs. If you order the Legends Edition, you'll get one of these per week for 20 weeks, so you should have one sitting in your inbox. And if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition, you should be seeing 2 of these packs in your unopened packs folder when you load up Hut. Now, as for the loyalty rewards, you're eligible to redeem special untradeable players and reward packs if you played any or all of NHL 16, 17, and 18. These loyalty rewards are tied to the EA account that you used in the previous games, so make sure that you log into the same one when you hit up NHL 19. There is no choice for these rewards, so you'll get an untradeable 80 overall version of the cover athlete. You'll get Jonathan Toews if you played NHL 16, you'll get a Vladimir Tarasenko if you played NHL 18, and or a Connor McDavid if you played NHL 18. And last but not least, you have the loyalty reward packs. If you played each of the last 3 EA NHL games, you'll get the maximum amount of loyalty reward packs, which is 10. If you only played certain years, the rewards will be as follows: 2 Hut packs for your first year of ownership, 3 more packs for your second year of ownership, and then 5 more if you owned all 3. Each of these loyalty reward packs contains a mix of 15 items, including at least 5 player items. So crack them open and make sure you keep everything so that you can put the items you aren't going to use into sets. Now we get to the fun part. You've kind of done all the administrative stuff that you need to do. Now let's start building your team. So once you've collected all of your pre-order and loyalty rewards, it's time to start building. Head over to the My Team tab and select Edit Lineup. If you followed along so far, the team will consist of the players from your starter pack and the 2 lone players that you earned from the Hut tutorial. Feel free to take some time to build your team the way you like it. Remember that you can put defensemen in forward lines and vice versa, so feel free to get creative and try to build a team that fits your playing style while also balancing player overalls and synergies. If you're having a tough time activating synergies, note that different card types carry different synergy slots. Legends and bronze cards have 3 synergy slots, the cover athletes and silver cards have 2 synergy slots, and most alumni and all gold cards have only 1 synergy slot. And once you're done adding your players, make sure you also add a coach if you've got one to give your team that extra synergy boost. So once you're done building your team, you're finally ready to get started and grind out Hut the way you're supposed to. Now I suggest that before you jump in and play against other players online who may have really stacked teams, you should check out the Objectives and Milestones menu so you can see how you can earn the best rewards as quick as possible. Objectives are short-term tasks that you will complete over the course of the year. The rewards from Objectives are in the low to mid-tier range since they're easier to complete relative to Milestones. There are 3 categories of Hut objectives. Progression objectives usually involve performing relatively easy tasks in Hut over the course of the year. The rewards for these are minimal, but they do add up early on and will give your coin stack a nice little boost to start the year. You should aim to complete the first 3 progression objectives groups ASAP so that you can unlock daily objectives. Daily objectives are very short-term tasks that you can complete each day. The tasks are usually really simple and typically involve things you should be doing in Hut on a daily basis anyway, so it's a pretty effortless way to earn some free but small rewards. The third category are event objectives, which are tied to Hut events that happen throughout the year. There's usually 1 event per month in Hut that is tied to a real-life NHL event. Last year, some events included Hockey Fights Cancer, the All-Star Game, and the NHL Entry Draft. These objectives will only be available while the event is live in Hut, so make sure that you capitalize on these when you have the chance. And one useful tip that I found out is that you can actually navigate to wherever it is in Hut that the objective wants you to go by pressing A on Xbox or X on PS4 to advance to objective. So once you got familiarized with the objectives, it's time to move on to milestones. Milestones are medium to long-term tasks that you will work towards over the course of the year. Milestones provide the best rewards but take a much longer time to complete than objectives. Milestones are organized either by task or by game mode, and some are easier to complete than others. For example, the milestone for completing objectives is fairly simple and virtually anyone can complete it, but it will take some time. If you stay on top of your objectives like we discussed earlier, you should be able to get that 92 Legend Mike Modano and 25,000 total coin reward in just a few months' time. Other milestones can be completed offline as well, like the Earn Challenge Stars and Complete Hut Challenges milestones for playing Hut Challenges, or the complete sets milestone for repeatedly doing any type of trade and set. There are some milestones that probably aren't worth your time, but you may end up completing anyway, like the make hits and the complete games milestone. As you play hut games as you normally would, you will eventually get these milestones over time, but an 83 or 85 overall player may not even make it onto your hut team by the time you complete those milestones. We kind of brought these up earlier, but hut challenges are one of the easiest ways to earn coins and packs early on in the game. I'd suggest that you complete as many of these as you can even before you jump online and start playing against other players. In hut challenges, you earn coins and packs by completing a set of tasks. Usually sets of 3, but they can just be sets of 1, like win the game. As you progress through the different categories of challenges, the AI difficulty progresses as well. Some of the tasks can actually be really hard to complete, like scoring on a power play or on a breakaway. But as you learn the AI tendencies, you'll learn how to beat them, and the practice that you get while playing these challenges will make you a better player overall when you jump into online games. Now, to show you guys just how much you can earn by completing hut challenges, someone else did the math for me. If you go in the description and check out Sleeveless Gaming's video about hut challenges and how to get started early on in hut, he notes that you can get the following total rewards from doing all of the base hut challenges: 373,600 coins, 7 consumable packs, 3 bronze packs, 2 silver packs, and 1 gold pack, plus 2 guaranteed gold common players. Now keep in mind that there are a few challenges that you won't be able to get right away. There are ones that have a team overall requirement, and most people won't likely hit the 85 or 90 team overall mark until about a month or 2 into the game. So be patient, and once you're eligible to complete these, then definitely hit them up. My advice once again is to grind as much offline as you can to start the year, and then once you're good with the team, you're happy with how it's built, and you think you can compete online, then you can head into the Play Online tab and start grinding some online games. So we'll start with online seasons. Now this is the most basic online mode in hut. It's a division-based mode that requires you to play and win games against other players online to move up the divisions. There are 10 total divisions, and the requirements to be promoted to the next one get more difficult as you move up. You receive coin rewards after each game you complete, and you also get additional pack, lone player, and coin rewards as you move up the divisions. And the end goal of this mode is to win the Division 1 title. Draft Champions is a totally different way to play hut. In this mode, you draft a team from scratch based on a certain theme. Once you draft your team, you play against other opponents and their drafted teams. You need to win 4 consecutive games with the same drafted team to earn an exclusive Draft Champions reward. To claim all of the rewards that are available in Draft Champions right at the start, you need to win 4 consecutive games with each theme that's available in Draft Champions. The rewards are an 80 overall lone player based on the theme that you've selected. And with those 80 overall lone players, you can then use those to trade in the hut sets menu to earn a special 82 overall Draft Champions player. My advice would be to grind Draft Champions as soon as possible so that the players you earn can actually play on your team and while they still have value. Competitive Seasons is one of the more competitive online modes. Obviously. It's basically a mode for players to compete against each other online and climb up the rankings to place as high up on the leaderboards as possible. The higher you rank, the better rewards you earn. Each competitive season is split into rounds that are usually 1 week in length, and each competitive season has a theme that is based on the hut live event that is going on at the time. During each round, you play games and earn a ranking and a corresponding reward. You also receive points based on your performance during each round that'll help you determine your overall rank for that competitive season. When the competitive season ends, you will earn an extra reward based on your ranking on the season leaderboards. Remember, you need to play at least 3 games to be ranked in any one round. And finally, we get to Hut Champions, which is basically NHL's version of the FIFA Weekend League and is the most competitive mode in Hut. Now, because it's the most competitive, it also provides players with the best rewards in all of Hut. Generally, these rewards consist of high-rated and exclusive special player items, significant coin rewards, and/or special event packs. There are basically 2 ways you can qualify for Hut Champs. First is to place in the top 1500 in any of the Hut Champs qualifiers that run throughout the week. There are usually 1 or 2 Hut Champs qualifier rounds per week, so if you miss on the first try, you can still try to get in the top 1500 in the second qualifier. If you place in the top 1500, you'll receive a Hut Champions qualification collectible, and if this is in your collection when the Hut Champions weekend goes live, usually happens on a Friday, you'll be able to enter the mode and play your games. Now the second, more efficient yet more difficult way to qualify for Hut Champs is if you've placed in the top 250 in the previous weekend. Your high rank will earn you a qualification collectible in addition to the other awards that you've gotten for the following weekend, and it will allow you to bypass the traditional qualification process from the first option. So we will bring up the elephant in the room, which is of course packs. Everybody loves to see them, everybody loves to open them, everybody hates to get rammed by them. Now I need to say this right off the bat. I do not recommend that new players buy packs. Packs are a complete gamble and the odds are not in your favor. If you don't believe me, head to the store and check the pack probabilities. They've also changed how packs work this year. In previous years, you'd only get the type of players that correspond with the type of pack that you opened. So last year, gold packs gave only gold items, silver gave only silver items, and bronze packs gave only bronze items. This year, any card type can be pulled in any type of pack. What differentiates the packs this year are the probabilities of getting certain card types. You're more likely to get gold items in gold packs, and more likely to get bronze items in bronze packs, but you still can pull a Crosby out of a bronze pack, or a bunch of 60 overall bronzies out of a gold pack. Now for those of you who I still wasn't able to convince, and who still want to risk those hard-earned coins on packs, I have a couple pieces of advice. Number 1. Do not quick sell anything. Every card in Hut has value this year, whether that be on the auction house, or whether it can be used to trade in and upgrade via sets. Player items can be played on your team, obviously. They can also be traded in through sets in exchange for higher rated players, and can even create gold collectibles. So keep everything that you get in a pack, make sure you send it to your collection rather than quick selling it. My second and final tip is to read and understand the pack information, the pack description, and the pack probabilities very, very carefully. For example, the Ultimate Pack is the largest special pack that money can buy. On the face of it, it sounds good. 30 players, 6 of them are guaranteed rares, and 17 of them are guaranteed to be gold. However, those last 2 pieces of information are mutually exclusive. That means out of those 6 rare cards, all of them could be bronze, and out of those 17 gold cards, all of them could be common. So you could end up theoretically with an Ultimate Pack with 6 bronze rares, 17 gold commons, and the rest made up of whatever the heck else you want. Well, that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Hope you guys learned a thing or two. There's a lot of new features in Hut this year, so if any of your questions went unanswered throughout this video, or if you need clarification on anything, just leave it in the comment section below and I'd be happy to address it. This guide does not contain everything that you need to know about Hut, just what you should know to get yourself started on the right track. For things like how to make money in the auction house, or advanced gameplay tips, be sure to check out those 2 guys that I mentioned earlier in the video, Brian Stormed and Sleeveless Gaming. They're great, awesome YouTubers with very, very helpful content. I've left their links in the description down below, so be sure to go check them out and hit them up with a subscription if you like what you see. And if you like this video, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for my World of Chell starter guide, which I'm going to be uploading in the near future. But without further ado, guys, go ahead, have fun grinding Hut, make it a great year, and until next video, guys, I'll see you then.